Yes, I do.
Okay. So you should be good.
It says I'm live.
Cool.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna do your page real quick and just double check.
Okay, I'm gonna send out the link real quick to everybody.
Okay.
Are you on my page?
Yeah. Let me see. Give me 1 second to see if I can hear you real quick. Yeah, I can hear you. Yep, it's coming through.
Thank you, Ryan. You're awesome.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
Really appreciate it. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good, man. I was just stressing because of the time crunch.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Jen. Hi, can you do me a favor? I'm starting my YouTube in about 5 minutes. I'm actually live now. Can you come here? Can you just go to YouTube? Can you go to YouTube? Type in, see if you're seeing it live. That's all. 86% is great. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to get started here in a couple minutes. Great. For those students and parents that are joining us, we're going to get started at 11. I'm going to put out the link real quick on Parent Link again. So good morning, Lana. Good morning, Anya. Good morning, everybody. We're going to get started here in a couple minutes. Thank you for joining me this morning. I decided to go live this week for my weekly message out to our community. I just text out the link again so people can have that link. I'm going to be starting in about 5 minutes. I just sent a link out on Parent Link, the link just to this page so people can watch it, can see it. I'm glad you like live. Good morning, Trevor. Good, you got the link. Oh, hurry up. I need the teacher appreciation stuff too. I don't have a link to that. What the kids have printed for you to see. Where is it? Go get it. Hello, Simeon. Hello. Good morning, Alkia. Good morning, Miguel. Good morning, Helena. Hi, Jolie. Good morning. Good morning, Luis P. Fernanda, real quick, asked a question before we get started here in a moment. Fernanda asked, are you still going to be a student aid even you know you didn't turn in your application? Go ahead and make sure that you email Mr. Miles, and Mr. Miles is doing all the student aid, so she can go ahead and do that for you. So email Mr. Miles on that one. Hi, Leonardo. I can't see you, but I'm glad you're here. Hello, Celine. Oh, Celine is Leonardo. Got it. Look, Miss Sadita Kuhn is here. And Mrs. Horton's here. Very good. You're welcome, Sandra. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started this morning. Good morning, Miss Belisario. Thank you, teachers, for joining us. We have students here. Hopefully, we have a few parents here. If you have questions, you can go ahead and put them in the chat, and I will get to them at the end. So I wanted to start first with talking a little bit about just an update on what's been going on here with school. As you know, we are not coming back. May 22nd is the last day of school, but we're not coming back to school. We are expecting all students to make sure that you're doing your Google Classroom assignments, especially those from the third quarter. Third quarter grading was reopened, so you're able to do any work or make up any work from the third quarter. So third quarter grades will become fourth quarter grades. I'll be getting lots of questions about grades and grading. So make sure that you're doing, if you're not happy with your third quarter grade, then you need to be doing that work and turning that into your teacher to make sure that your third quarter grade is going up, and your third quarter grade will become your fourth quarter grade, and that's important. Make sure you're doing that third quarter work, and then your semester grade will be it could be becoming your final grade. So that's important to remember because it's every student now has an opportunity to have A's for the third and fourth quarter. So there's no reason, if you're not doing your work, you shouldn't have A's. Now, I know there are some students out there saying, well, Mr. Bugash, I had an A in the third quarter. I really don't have any work to make up. So my response to those students that are in that situation is this, is that it's really important to understand that it's about learning. I can tell you that we are concerned about you not being here until August when we come back to school in August. So that's 5 months out of school, not being in a physical school. So each of you need to take that responsibility to make sure you're still learning. So do those assignments that your teachers are are assigning to you, so you're still learning for the fourth quarter. Even though you're not getting grades for the fourth quarter, that's something that you still need to do that work, so you keep your mind sharp and you keep growing and your education keeps growing. So that's real important. I've had a lot of questions about, am I going to be held back, and those type of questions. I'm letting you know, as long as you're making an effort and you're passing that second semester, that third and fourth quarter, you will not be held back. For eighth grade students right now, as long as you have those credits you need per semester, you'll be fine. There's no reason why that you shouldn't be moving on to the next grade level. So again, do your work. We handed out Chromebooks. We handed out over 300 Chromebooks to students. Have some great news for 6th and 7th graders. We will be 1-to-1 next year as far as Chromebooks goes. So each student will get a Chromebook. I've been getting some questions. Do we have to return them? So 6th and 7th graders are able to hold on to their Chromebooks. You don't have to worry about returning them. 8th graders will be notifying you. We want you to keep them for a summer, through as much of the summer as possible. We'll give you a date sometime in July to go ahead and return those Chromebooks. The next big question I've been getting has to do with lockers. When we kind of left, and if you look around the school, it's like we all expected to come back on Monday and we didn't. So I know all your stuff's still in your lockers, your stuff in your PE lockers. I can tell you Mr. Orr and Coach G and Ms. Fitzpatrick are here. They're organizing the lockers. We are putting all of your stuff in bags and leaving it in the locker. We're going to have 3 days next week by alphabet order. Please make sure you're checking your email to know which day next week you will be coming to school to get your stuff. Because obviously with 1,600 students, we can't have everybody showing up the same day. So we're going to do it by last name of the student, alpha order to come in and get your items and things that you need that you need for school. So, that's important. I mean, we want to make sure that, you have your stuff, and, your stuff is still in your locker. What it is it's in a trash bag with your name on it. So what's going to happen is on that day, we're going to have stations set up. Let's say you bought a yearbook. So the yearbooks are here. The yearbooks look awesome. So those of you that ordered a yearbook, you're going to pick up your yearbook. We have some students that had their names that were custom made for them that is on the front of it. And Ms. Sadita Kuhn and the yearbook students did an excellent job on that. So you'll be able to pick up your yearbook at a station. You'll be able to drop off or pick up an instrument if the instrument belongs to you. You'll be able to pick up your locker items. You're going to give us your name. You're going to be in the car. You're never getting out of the car. We're going to have radios. We're going to call in to the 6th grade hallway. We'll have a couple staff members in there. They will pick up your locker items for you and bring them out. Again, they're in a trash bag with a sticker with your name on it, and then we will hand you all the items from your lockers. Refund checks, Ms. Rivera, our banker will be here on those days too. Or if you'd like to buy our awesome yearbook, maybe you didn't have an opportunity, they are going quick. I'm going to ask you to email me or Ms. Sadita Kuhn directly, and we will be happy to hold a yearbook for you. So you can buy, to reserve one, and then you can pay for it when you come pick up your stuff on that day. So that would be fine as well for the yearbooks. So I have, we'll make sure that line is going of cars. Check your email for your last name. So when to pick up your items, because again, we don't want a huge crowd. We don't want people waiting in line for a long time. We want to make sure we're probably going to end up doing it from like 7 in the morning because it's a little cooler, and we'll go till about noon for those 3 days. So I'll give you a nice 5-hour window to get here. So, Miss Sadita Kuhn has put in the chat, there's only 50 extra yearbooks. So you better, email us quick if you want to reserve yours. $45 cash or money order is the only thing we accept. So make sure that, you're getting those yearbooks and you're doing that. So Mr. Lawson, as I've been doing every week through Cram TV, has sent me a bunch of questions. Let me pull them up. They're right here. I'm going to get to them, those questions first. So we have Saida Tisdale is asking me, what is going to happen to the kids that need to take summer school? And I believe there was a question in the chat about that as well. So let's talk about summer school for a moment. So the Clark County School District will be providing summer school for this school year. You can sign up. It is going to be virtual summer school. You will not be physically going to a summer school. So I will make sure that the counselors put out to those students that need summer school that information for summer school. There is another great opportunity that is absolutely free, and we are only doing it by student request. Mr. Lawson has graciously offered to put the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade curriculums for math on Alex. He will be looking it over and providing you feedback throughout the summer. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to send the flyer and how to sign up in a parent link. If you want to keep up your math skills, which we know is so important. So please remember, it is important. Go ahead, Ann. You wanted to ask a question? To questions people submitted, but Ann wants to ask one. So Ann, go ahead and type your question, and then I'll get to the next one on my list here. It looks like Braden is asking, can we get our stuff out of our locker? I think I've answered that. So on those days that you can come and get your stuff out of your locker. And you're asking green or purple. I don't know what that means. Green or purple what? So you're going to have to type that in there. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. We have Jaden Hall. When do we get our lockers? So I answered that already. We have Douglas asking, when are we going back to school? So again, we are not going back to school this school year. The plan right now for the Clark County School District is that we will open in August as scheduled. We don't know 100% what that's going to look like yet, but we are planning to open in August. Next question from Henry. When you were a little kid, did you play with Lego? So Henry is asking me that. So when I was a little kid, back in the late 70s, I'm from Philadelphia originally, so we did a lot of playing on the street. We really didn't spend a lot of time inside. We'd be playing football, hide and seek, and all that. We'd stay out till it was really dark out, and it was really a community type thing in the neighborhoods in South Philadelphia where we stayed out and we played a lot. So not a lot of Lego for me. Okay. Next, we have a question from Victor. What activity do we learn and what is the color for it? I'm not sure what that means. What day is school over? The last day of school is the 22nd. What?
20th.
Oh, sorry, 20th. Thank you. Miss Koss corrected me. Everybody say hello to Miss Koss. There she is. There she is. Yep. All right. There we go. All right. So next question. Will we be getting our yearbooks? I answered that. That will be by your last name through the drive-through. So yes, you will be getting your yearbooks. I have a question. Okay, in the locker we got yearbooks. We got I have a question about my family, and my family's doing well. I feel bad for my younger son who is a senior and is missing out on all the senior fun stuff, but he's doing well, and I hope all of you are doing well and your families. If you do need anything or need assistance, please email me directly and for any type of questions you may have or anything you need help with. Okay, next we have a question from Eric. That's a locker question, yearbook question. We got that. We have question from Tyler. What do we do if we have fundraiser money to return? Great question. I would really like it if you would go ahead and bring that to the drive-through and drop that off to our banker, Ms. Rivera. That would be the best thing to do, best way to go. Your yearbooks are going to be here. Another question at the school. Will we be able to use our regular Alex accounts over the summer? And the answer to that is yes, you will be able to use your Alex accounts over the summer. So absolutely. I have a couple other questions. Can we get, I'm not sure what Ann's asking, but something through the drive-through. If you need something that we don't have in front of the school through the drive-through, we will get it for you. So come through the drive-through. Who should I email for yearbooks is being asked. Mr. Bugash or Ms. Sadita Kuhn, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward it to her anyway, the email, so it doesn't matter, either one. Can kids still use AR over the summer? Yes, they can. We're going to leave Alex, AR, we're going to leave all that open over the summer, and I'm sure Ms. Bertini's going to have some type of fun competition maybe to do over the summer with AR, and we can see who gets the most points over the summer or reads the most books. I have a question. My 8th grader going to high school, should he contact 8th grade counselor if he wants to take summer school classes to be ahead in high school? Absolutely. And the class I'm going to recommend that they take is health, because over summer school. That will free them up to take a really great ninth grade AP class in high school called Human Geography. So, yes, email the counselor for summer school information. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, we have, they're only doing credit retrieval classes, but I think maybe virtual learning academy might be doing some other classes. So check out and see if that opportunity changes. How do I get into the student aid Google? Okay, so if you want to be a student aid, email Mr. Miles that's a great question too. Mr. Haldeman's here is asking, Simeon, what do you miss about school? So I'm sure you miss a lot at this point, and I know we're all missing not being here, and I am as well. I miss all the interaction with students and staff, and we'll be back next school year though, so don't worry. Have a question. Can an incoming 7th grader take health during the summer? No, I believe that is not offered. But email me directly with the student's name and let me see what we can work out with that health. Ms. Horton's looks like is answering a question. Drop off instruments, yeah. So instrument drop off, or if your personal instrument is still here and you need to pick something up, you can do that on those days. We're going to do pickups. We're going to be putting that out. Yes, Miguel Soto is asking, are we going to get our grades? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Ms. Sadita Kuhn just put her email in the chat for yearbooks. You will get 3rd, 4th quarter grades. Like I said, 4th quarter grades will end up being 3rd quarter grades and semester grades, but that will be posted on your grades. So if you're still checking Parent Link, that will all be posted by May 22nd. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and move on to, as you all know, it is Teacher Appreciation Week. So we asked students to go ahead and send in their comments about their teachers and their favorite teachers. So we did that on a Google form. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight a few of them. Ms. Koss collected them for me off the Google form. So it looks like we have one. This is for Mrs. Hickman. And this is from Madeline Hernandez. You're an amazing teacher. You help when we're struggling and you want the best for us. You genuinely care for us, and teachers who care for their students are the best kind of teachers. Thank you so much for submitting that, Madeline. Thank you. Next, we have Mr. Barishman from Kaylee Robinson. Hello, I wanted to say that you are an amazing teacher and you help encourage every student you come across. You have inspired me in so many ways. I can't begin to thank you enough for all you do. Thanks for being an awesome teacher. And that's to Mr. Barishman. Thank you. Next, we have Mrs. Gilmore. This is from Serenity Taylor. I can't even express how much you have impacted my life, whether it was helpful emails or the positive pep talks you gave me. You are the best listener and the best advice giver. At the beginning of the year, I can say without a doubt that you saved me. You were there for me when my cousin passed away, and that I am forever grateful. Thank you, Mrs. Gilmore, for always believing in me and trusting me. You are the best teacher I've ever had and will ever have. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for submitting that, Serenity. We appreciate that. Next, we have Mrs. Crichton, and this is from Manuel Rodriguez. And Ms. Crichton, I want to thank you for teaching me 6th grade math in the whole school year. I will miss you and all the memories I have. Someday we could see each other but in the hallways and say hello. I really appreciate all the things you have done for me. I wish you good luck. Have a great summer. You and your family stay safe and healthy. And it's been an honor to be in your math class with you. Thank you so much for Manuel for saying that. Next, we got over 120 or 30 submissions, so we're highlighting the big ones. This one's Miss Beauty, and this is from Kaylee Robinson. I wanted to say you are an amazing teacher and help encourage every student you come across. You have inspired me in so many ways. You've made me realize that I can make a difference in this world and that I'm not just an average Joe. I can't begin to thank you enough for all you do. Thanks for being an awesome teacher. So thank you very much for submitting that, and that's Miss Yudi. Next, we have Coach Orr. Mr. Orr, you have been a great PE coach, and I hope to get PE again because I love sports. Stay in, stay safe, and stay awesome. Thank you, Victor. Next, we have one for our school social worker, Miss Stevenson. And this is from Alejandra.
Just read that.
Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for being the one person who I trust the most. Thank you for being my teacher in life and positive attitudes. Thank you for being my hero. Thank you. I miss you and love you, Miss Stevenson. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. Next, we have Guadalupe, and this is from Mrs. Stansu. You made my school year much more easier this year. I'm grateful to have you as my math teacher this year. Thank you for being here for me when I needed help in my homework or schoolwork. All right, very good. Thanks. And that's Mrs. Stansu. Next, we have Coach G, Coach Goddard, and this is from Manuel Rodriguez. I want to thank you for teaching me sixth grade PE in the second term of the year. I will miss you in the memories I have. Thank you so much for all you've done for me. So thank you very much from Manuel. Next, we have one from Miss Iberry, and this is from Jordan Richardson. Miss Iberry, you are the best English and Spanish teacher. I am so glad that you got to be my teacher. You are my favorite teacher. So thank you so much, Jordan. Next, we have for Mrs. Brumfield, we have Deja Bell. To me, you are the best teacher a student can have. Even though we got a lot of drama, you are just very honest with your kids, and you do make it feel like we are a family in the classroom. But what I really wanted to say is thank you for the time to teach me every day about English and about our history like MLK. Thank you very much, Deja, for submitting that. Okay, next we have Mr. Boggs, and this is from Angelica. Hello, Mr. Boggs. I really appreciate your work, and you are an awesome teacher. You make learning fun and interactive. I enjoy being in your classroom every day. Thank you so much, Angelica. We have another one from Angelica for Mr. Regal. I appreciate you, and I'm happy I got to be in your class this year. You are a cool teacher that makes class fun in an educational way or interesting, so me and other students won't get bored. So very, very nice. Thank you so much. That's Mr. Regal from Angelica. Next, we have one for Miss Spina, and this is from Chloe. She helps me with my work when I don't understand. She's a great teacher, and she explains it well, and that's for Miss Spina. Very, very nice. Next, we have Miss Peterson, and this is from Kamia Cooper. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. You are a fun teacher. I love being in your class because you're so much fun. And Mrs. Gilmore from Kamia Cooper, I love being in your class. Though it was hard, I learned to never give up. And that's awesome. And pushing even though it's hard. And that's Miss Gilmore. We have one from Miss Soto. It's fun being in your class. I learned how to be a super scholar in your class. Yay, science. I miss you lots, Miss Soto. Great. That's very nice. Next, Mrs. Kammer from Valeria. I want you to know that in all my life, I've never had a teacher quite like you. You find a balance between kindness and discipline. I'm not going to lie when I say that sometimes I am terrified of you. If I accidentally forget to bring or do something, nonetheless, I know that you are strict because you care about my future. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Next, Miss Belisario from Valeria. Every day I go to your class, it is very nice. I always look forward to your kindness and patience. I would not change a thing. I hope that instead of being frustrated in this pandemic, you are doing well and enjoying quality time with your children. Very, very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Simeon threw in the chat there. Mrs. Warren is a great teacher too. Yes, she is. Thank you so much. Next, we have from Irigen Taylor. Sorry if I said that wrong. It's for Mrs. Cordova. Gives us really fun activities to do with our robots. They are fun to watch and fun to learn about. Awesome. Mr. Shell from Sergio. Honestly, you've changed my life teaching me guitar. I have a new passion now and something I enjoy. You also inspire me to be as good as you. Keep up the great work and stay healthy. Thank you so much, Sergio. That's the Mr. Shell. He inspires me as well, and I don't think I'll ever be as great as guitar as Mr. Shell, no matter how much I practice. But I know you keep going. One day you will be. Okay, we have a few more here. All these will be posted for our teachers to see, just so you know, so that they'll get to see if you submitted them and we didn't get to your name. The next one is for Miss McKenna from Mira Brown. Thank you for being my math teacher. I love your class. Next, Mrs. Parker from Chloe Wagner. You are the best science teacher in the whole world. Thank you so much for submitting that, Chloe. And she also said about Miss Parker, you have made a huge difference in my life. Your class is the one I mostly enjoy. I really miss you and your class. I hope you are doing well and safe and healthy. You're the best. This one's for Miss Adita Kuhn. This is from Alay Summer. You are by far the best math teacher that anyone could have, and you will never give up on anyone. Awesome. Thank you so much to all the students that submitted names of your favorite teachers. They really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I will be posting the video of our live chat on my YouTube page. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page. I will be putting out more stuff and more announcements. We'll go back to our weekly, my weekly message on there as well. So thank you all so much. And if you have any other type specific questions, feel free to email me at B as in boy, UGASGB at nv.ccsd.net. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.